The story begins in the student council office. Kujou has just finished his introduction, mentioning his interest in otaku culture and his knowledge of popular anime and manga. The president welcomes him as an official member of the student council and asks if he can work with Masha today. The president apologizes to Kujou, explaining they're short-staffed. She reassures him that since he was vice president in junior high, he'll get the hang of things soon. Just then, someone interrupts to discuss an exhibition with the art club. They request the treasurer, Alisa, to join them to discuss the budget. As Alisa leaves with them, we see Yuki and Alisa in an empty classroom. Yuki reveals she's decided to run for student council president with Kujou as her partner. Alisa mentions she already knows, as Masachika told her yesterday. Yuki makes it clear she didn't do anything wrong and won't apologize. She just wanted to tell Alisa in person. Alisa acknowledges that Yuki doesn't need to apologize, since it was Masachika's choice. She admits it's disappointing he didn't choose her, though. The conversation intensifies as Yuki declares she loves Masachika more than anyone in the world, even more than her parents. She pointedly asks Alisa how she feels about him. Alisa hesitates, saying Kujou is a very important friend. Yuki presses her, asking if she likes him. Flustered, Alisa blurts out that, even though she's not sure if she likes him or not, she'll never let Yuki have Kujou. Yuki seems satisfied with this response. As they leave to go to the art club, Yuki asks if she can call Alisa by the nickname Alya, that she's heard others use. Alisa agrees and says Yuki can call her Yuki as well. Back in the student council room, we see Kujou working diligently while Masha seems to be struggling with her task. Chisaki bursts in, excited about helping with changing the library's book collection. The president explains that's just how Chisaki is. She's actually the best at coordinating between committees and clubs. Masha offers to make tea for everyone. As she prepares it, she asks Kujou if he'd like milk, sugar, or even jam in his tea. Kujou recognizes this as Russian-style tea. While they drink, Kujou reveals he knows a bit about Russia from watching movies with his grandfather. He admits he actually studied hard about Russia just to be able to talk to that girl, presumably Alya. When Alya and Yuki return, there's some tension, as Alya sits very close to Kujou. She claims it's because in Russia, it's bad luck for a young woman to sit in a corner. Masha clarifies that the superstition actually means she'll marry late. This leads to some awkward banter about marriage being too early for 15-year-olds. After the meeting ends, Kujou invites Alya to stop by somewhere to discuss campaign strategy. Since they're both aiming for the presidency, they end up at a family restaurant. Kujou bluntly tells Alya that at this rate, she won't be able to beat Yuki in the election. He explains that Yuki's position as the presumptive next president is very solid. Kujou goes on to describe how student council elections typically work at their school. There are usually 3 pairs of candidates for president and vice president. In junior high, there were even 6 pairs, 12 candidates total. However, half of them withdrew after a general meeting that serves as a kind of primary election. As Kujou talks, Alya gets distracted by her parfait. She offers Kujou a bite, insisting that sharing a spoon is normal in Russia. Kujou reluctantly takes a bite, flustered by what he considers an indirect kiss. Alya asks what she can do to beat Yuki. Kujou suggests she needs to appeal for votes in a different way, like their current president Kenzaki did. He tells the story of how Kenzaki, who wasn't even on student council in junior high, managed to get elected through a secret plan. A newspaper club member did a series of articles chronicling Kenzaki's journey from underachiever to presidential candidate, which garnered a lot of support. Kujou tells Alya she needs to create a similar story that will get people to support her.
Hey there, fellow. I hope you're enjoying this video so far. I wanted to take a quick moment to ask you what you think of this video so far. If you're liking it, be sure to give it a thumbs up. And if you haven't already subscribed to my channel, now's the perfect time to do it. By subscribing, you'll stay up to date on all my latest videos and updates, and you'll get to see even more awesome content. So what are you waiting for? Subscribe. Thanks for watching.
He suggests the upcoming closing ceremony speech will be her first chance to speak in front of the whole school. When Alya asks for specific advice on what to say, Kujou just tells her to say whatever she wants. If she expresses herself in her own words, the audience will understand better. Alya seems frustrated by the lack of concrete advice. She asks what exactly she's doing now that could get her support. Kujou starts to say something but stops himself. Their conversation is interrupted when Kuzei's spicy dish arrives. Alya insists on trying a bite, not wanting to admit she can't handle spicy food. Kujou tries to warn her, but she takes a big bite anyway and immediately regrets it. Her eyes water, and she struggles to maintain her composure. Kujou feels bad and offers her the most delicious part to make up. As they're finishing up, Kujou wonders aloud who Yuki will choose as her new vice president candidate. Since he's now running with Alya, he mentions someone named Taniyama, who competed against Yuki for the presidency until the very end in junior high. Alya doesn't know who that is. Kujou seems lost in thought for a moment, then says they'll find out soon enough who Yuki's running with. The final scene takes place back in the student council office. A new member is being introduced, Ayano Kimishima from Class 1C. She'll be working in general affairs alongside Kujou. As Ayano greets Kujou formally, calling him Master Masachika, the episode comes to a close. Throughout these events, we see the characters navigating their relationships and political ambitions. Alya struggles to express her feelings for Kujou, while Yuki boldly declares her love. Kujou seems focused on campaign strategy, offering advice to Alya, but also pondering Yuki's next moves. The introduction of new characters like Ayano hints at more developments to come in the student council election. The episode showcases the complexities of high school politics and relationships, with the characters balancing their personal feelings with their ambitions for student council positions. The cultural elements, such as the Russian tea customs and superstitions, add depth to the interactions between the characters. As the story unfolds, it becomes clear that the upcoming election will be a significant challenge for Alya, with both Yuki and Kujou playing pivotal roles in her campaign strategy and personal growth.